My audio looks good.
Okay.
I think it looks kind of small. Maybe I gotta
That's
move
fine.
my mic closer.
No. Yeah, well, yeah, maybe do that, but it's fine. If it's small, I can boost it.
Don't tell me if it's fine. So we're watching Iron Man 4.
Iron Man.
Return of the Iron Man.
The last movie we did was Incredible Hulk. I was pretty drunk during that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, by the end of it,
I was
for
drunk.
sure.
I was drunk.
But we're doing this one on a weekday, so I'm gonna be sober.
That's what I know. Me too. I was thinking about maybe having a little drink, but I'm going to the dentist tomorrow morning. I don't really want to be hungover for that, and I don't want to get into the habit of us drinking every single time we do one of these.
Yeah, that seems problematic.
Because there's a lot that we have to get through, and if we're drunk for all of it, I don't really know. Man, I don't know about you. I was so excited for Iron Man 2 to come out. Like, probably one of the most excited I've ever been for a movie was Iron Man 2.
I feel like so far you've said that about all the movies.
I remember before it came out, though, seeing that people weren't really liking it. And that confused 11-year-old me. I'm like, wait, what? I love Iron Man 2. I don't give a shit what anyone says. I don't think you said you don't really like it, right?
I mean, it's okay. I feel that way about a lot of the movies.
I just don't get the hate for Iron Man 2. It's not as good as Iron Man 1, but it's not that bad. People make it seem like it's the worst movie of all
I just
time.
think Whiplash is kind of silly.
As
a villain?
Sucks. Whiplash does suck. Iron Man does not have good villains. I think he has the worst villains out of all of the fucking main heroes. That's the craziest cry I think I've ever seen in a movie, and nobody talks about it. There was like a lot of issues production-wise with this movie. One of the things I know they wanted to do in this, and you can kind of see it, is in the comics, Tony Stark's like an alcoholic. And in this movie, they kind of touch on it, but not really. They kind of turn it more into like, oh, his arc reactor is killing him. I don't know. I'm really just it's coming out of my ass a little bit, but I'm pretty sure it was going to be like, he was an alcoholic and alcohol was like killing him and stuff. He's just signing posters of promotional art from the first movie. There's no way they would have those photos, okay?
He doesn't like to be handed things.
Yeah, I have a peeve.
That's the richest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Does this guy ever become important
No.
in the future?
No. He's a one-off.
The future of Marvel?
They'll never bring him back. This is who I want to see come back in the MCU. The fact that they just...
Why?
He's just like... First of all, I like the actor. I love Sam Rockwell. And he's just such an asshole. I just want to see him back doing shit.
He's just such an annoying guy.
I love him.
He's the least cool villain.
You're dead.
You're dead!
Do you think he's part of Hydra too?
I don't think he's smart enough to be part of Hydra. Who's this guy?
It's Terrence Howard from
That's
the
not
first one.
the James Rhodes that I remember.
He looks exactly the same to me. I don't really know what
He's lost a lot of weight.
Now, I like this part of the movie. I think this is probably the best stuff of the movie, where it's like dealing with other people making Iron Man stuff. The rest, the other movies kind of just don't really ever do anything with that again. But I feel like that's real.
Concern, yeah.
Yeah. For a while, they were making a show called Armor Wars. It was going to star Rhodey, and it was going to be about that, like other people getting Iron Man tech. But it's just fucking crazy when you think about it. It took him 20 years. It's just funny that he makes an arc reactor, and what he uses it for is to use electric whips. I feel like you could do this without the arc reactor.
You don't want like any kind of, I don't know, ranged weapon or...
Well, he has an... Wait, real quick. He has an Xbox 360. I've never noticed that. Why does he have that there? I don't think he would ever use that. I just think it's crazy still that Scarlett Johansson was cast in this movie because she was like the hot actress. She was like the Megan Fox hire. You know what I mean? And she ended up becoming one of the most popular and important characters in the MCU. That's a crazy trajectory. Good for her.
Most popular?
100%. Oh, shit. Wait, I can pull this one out real quick. Look, I got that suitcase right here. Do I have the rest of it? Who knows? I guess we'll have to watch more of the movie to find out if I have the rest of it. Ooh,
what do you mean the rest of it? Oh, they got a cameo from our president.
Look at... He's definitely part of Hydra. If I was rich, I would do this too.
What, drive a race car?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, I'm rich. I can die in a car accident. He gets to the first turn and spins out.
He's like, I don't know what I'm doing, actually.
He's like, which one's the gas?
This guy looks dangerous. Why is he so mad?
Yeah, he's got a toothpick. You should never trust someone with a toothpick, especially if they're not coming out of a restaurant.
This chest is so big. This is the only cool part that Whiplash has in the entire movie, though. This
After this,
one scene-
immediately after this, it gets very uncool.
Yeah, they should be dead.
Yeah, how do you not die doing this?
I don't think you should be able to do that.
And he's dead.
Dead. The
That
car,
like
it
whole
hit-
front
it hit-
cowling
yeah.
went into the driver's seat. So those electric whips cut a car in half, but they get blocked by a little piece of metal.
Oh my god! Imagine your dick getting sliced by that thing.
Oh, this is the scariest part. This is where he's like a real scary villain. He does the crisscross.
Oh, dude, like he's just a guy. He's not
Yeah.
wearing armor or anything.
No.
Happy just killed
Like
him.
they just paralyzed him.
Ah, shit, dude.
And this whole time, Ivan's just staring at him like you could just one whip at him during all this. It's not very fast.
Look we got it right there. I'm holding it. What's up, guys? We're doing a review now on the Hot Toys Iron Man Mark V. This guy got hit by a car, beat up by Iron Man, and is still conscious.
And he won the fight. Look at him.
Oh, I should look at the book.
I mean, hasn't all this taken place over the course of like a day or two?
Yeah, everything's still spring 2010.
That book needs to get more specific. I need days.
How do you fuck up an omelet that bad is what I'm curious about. I know that he's rich and he has people cooking for him, but there's no way you don't know how to cook an egg.
Does Jarvis cook?
Jarvis can't cook. Maybe Obadiah Stane used to cook.
That's why he just eats fucked up omelets now. Ever since Stan died.
I don't know why, but those potatoes always look good to me. I know it's clay. I know it's clay.
C4?
I know.
What's this guy's story? You think he's going to become a big villain? Button your shirt up, Ivan. Jesus. Don't you think you're maybe a little underdressed?
Look how good that ice cream looks, dude. Was it you telling me that you eat your ice cream first also? Or what was it? Your mom does?
Yeah, my mom eats, well, not so much anymore, but she always told me that, like, after she moved out of her parents' house, she would always eat dessert first because they always made her wait until after dinner.
That's so funny. I could
That
not
was like
do
her
that.
first, like, FU to her parents after she moved out. Was like, you know what? I'm going to have dessert first.
What, you crying, buddy? You're crying in your car? Oh, what? Oh, I'm dying. How does he know how to do all this? Is that a possible thing to do?
Because he's a smart guy. Can't you tell by his glasses?
Could I do that? He still has the toothpick. He still has
He does.
the toothpick.
It's actually the same one. People who put like a bunch of their hair under their glasses, that's how you know they're crazy.
I just don't get, he never made a suit. He made an arc reactor. So you want to make Tony
Yeah.
Stark's Iron Man suit from a guy who showed that he can't even build a suit. He can only build an arc reactor.
And some electric whips.
His suit looks so good here. This is maybe the realest his suit's ever looked. Like when he was on that DJ set specifically, it looked so real. RIP to that guy, by the way, DJ AM.
Why is he dead? Who
No, he's
killed him?
genuinely, no, real life, he is dead. He's an actual DJ and he's dead.
You know, the question I get asked most often is, Tony, how do you go to the bathroom in the suit? Just like that.
And then you look at it, there's just like a small puddle next to him. See, this part's crazy to me because he hits those bottles, it just explode glass into everyone's eyes.
Everyone's blind. Hey, great scene also, by the way. Great scene. Super cool.
Yeah, their first fight scene.
This is cool. This movie has so many fucking cool scenes like this. They're like little rock'em sock'em robots. Wow. When he said next time, baby, he really meant it.
That wasn't him. He
What are you
didn't say that.
talking about? He said that.
He didn't say that.
He said that.
Someone said that.
He said that. This man in that armor said that. He said next time, baby, and now he's in it. Do you have a favorite Iron Man suit?
Favorite Iron Man suit?
Yeah, out of all the ones he's worn in the movies, what would you say your favorite
Does
suit?
he have to have worn it?
Yeah. Well, okay, well, because are you talking about the Iron Man 3 ones?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, well, out of the suits he's actually worn, what would you say is your favorite? And then you can tell me that one too.
But I guess the like super easy choice would be the Hulkbuster suit.
That's a good suit. That's a good suit. I'm gonna say no to that one though too. I'm talking primary suit. Primary suits. Like ones he like the suitcase would still count because it's like technically a mark. The Hulkbuster is a great one, but you're right. That's an easy. That's an easy. That one's
Yeah.
the coolest one.
I like the nano suit.
Really?
Yeah, I just like that it could turn into extra stuff. But out of the ones he hasn't worn, I don't know why, but I really like the Igor suit.
I'm a classic guy. I think I like the Mark III armor from Iron Man 1. The final one in that movie.
He was on to something big, something so big that it was going to make the nuclear reactor look like a AAA battery.
And then he died in a totally ordinary car accident.
Poor guy.
Anton saw it as a way to get rich. When your father found out, he had him deported.
He called ice.
Because if you are, then you can solve the riddle of your heart.
The way he delivers that line always makes it seem like he forgot what it was supposed to be halfway through.
He just made it up. Pre-Avengers, Coulson is a dick. Like, he's a dick to Tony Stark. He's a dick to fucking Thor and his whole gang of people. And then he's, like, instantly endeared to everybody.
Well, because he's a dick, but he's not a dick. You know what I mean?
He's kind of a dick, though.
It's kind of insane when you think about this. Justin Hammer essentially created the War Machine armor. How it looks, all the weapons and stuff.
When he goes to use it, it
works.
doesn't work. So it probably gets swapped out at some point.
It all works.
The missile doesn't work.
That's the only thing that doesn't work. It all works, though. So what I'm saying, though, is how did he not just take the War Machine suit he made and make more?
Well, then tell the president to sign an order.
Tell the president? What kind of connections do you have?
That's such
Did not get a
move.
single one of those in there.
I don't know what it is. I just like this whole like DIY.
You like all the scenes where he hammers on stuff.
It just is cool.
You liked
dude.
the
Look
one
at
where
this.
he's hammering the mask in the first one, and now you like when he hammers the walls.
Well, I like he's like taking apart his house. He's like, he's so focused on his goal that he doesn't give a fuck how big of a mess he makes. Like I just like that.
You like seeing a strong working man.
Look at
What's that? That has no meaning to me yet.
this is one thing I hate that the MCU does sometimes, where they take something that was cool in the first movie, like a cool little Easter egg, like look, it's Cap's shield maybe, and then bringing it back and using it just as a fucking joke like that.
I
You
still
could've
don't
left
believe it was in the first one. He had to do all that effort to straighten it out, and then it just shakes apart, and it doesn't matter. What I always wanted to know is it sliced through the walls and stuff? How did it not slice through the rest of the tube or those bits of wire that are coming down next to the triangle? I always hated this scene.
Yeah, it makes me
I felt
sad.
bad for the bird.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I'm gonna go to the expo. Maybe I'll even get laid.
This guy's, I don't know. Maybe I'm Justin Hammer.
I mean, you do kind of have that energy. You try to be intimidating, but really you're just
Okay,
a
you
big
could have
dork.
stopped where you were at.
What I want to know is, sure, it doesn't keep poisoning him, but why does it undo the existing poison? All it's doing is holding the shrapnel out of your heart. Like, you don't get energized by it.
Well, that's what the new element does. It gives you ecstasy.
He's just in a constant state of pure bliss.
Come on, dude. Look at his little dance.
I swear I've seen you do that dance as you walked into work.
I know he wanted suits of armor, but isn't this arguably better than what he wanted?
To have an unmanned drone
Yeah, that goes
that does
to
all
your
the same
every
thing.
command. Yeah, I think this is better.
What are you doing here, man?
What do you mean, what are you doing here? It's his expo.
And dude, this is another cool ass scene in this movie. I don't care what anyone says, bro. This whole chase sequence throughout
and
the
the
Stark
villain
Expo,
is sitting behind a computer screen
he
the
sucks.
whole time.
He sucks.
So please now go away. Thank you.
Go away!
That kid right there, that's who they retconned. Do you know who that is now?
Spider-Man?
Yep, they retconned that into being Spider-Man. Oh my god, that guy's gonna die.
Yeah.
He's lucky Rhodey didn't die right there.
That Rhodey did the same maneuver he did. He had to like pre-calculate all that.
It's the kill box, Tony, okay? This is where you go to die.
Yeah, where do you want him to go? You said he can't go up top, but he can't stay down the bottom. What do you want? Where should he go?
Well, look, now you're both in the kill box.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck, dude. This is the coolest fucking scene. I wanted a scene like this in Endgame, and we didn't get it. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. This might be the worst final, like, villain thing. Like, what the fuck is this?
Maybe stick to making drones, buddy. Your suit looks ass.
He's just watching helmet off.
Yeah. Not a care in the world.
I think the crazier part about that isn't the fact that he watched them do it. It's the fact that his head wasn't blown clean off in the process. He is sitting there. It looks like he got punched in the face.
You sure about that?
Yeah, again, I think you've lost. I don't think
Yeah, if
he
you have to pull the
loses.
suicide bomb card, I think you've lost. I like that she is like constantly putting herself in danger and is completely oblivious all the time.
Yeah, she's staring at it.
Oh,
You don't want to
this
run
thing
away.
is beeping and
Why
like,
is it beeping?
like she's expected to run a company and she can't recognize a bomb ticking.
This was a weird, like, misdirect thing where they, like, reject him, but then in Avengers, they immediately bring him on. I don't know what the point of this scene really was. So, honestly, dude, I like Iron Man 2. I think
It's not the worst movie in the
it's not
early
the worst
MCU,
movie.
that's for sure.
People make it seem like it's the biggest piece of shit, and it's not. It's just
No.
not as good
It's
as
better
Iron
than
Man 1.
Thor. It's better than Thor 2.
It's better than Thor 4. It's better than mainly
It's better
all
than
the
Thor
Thors.
4, but that's every movie is
There
better
is-
than Thor 4.